quite pleased, and I think Gareth's at the back somewhere, or Gareth's in here somewhere. I thought it was good coverage. The marketing's pretty good. Caroline does a good job in getting out, and there could be make improvements, of course, and we will make improvements. Looking to increase all areas of our marketing exposure. Again, we will have a good message. We need to tell that story. We need to tell that message. The football club has a good story. Let's tell it. Clever ways to create a buzz. Social media has changed all our lives to a degree. And some people may not even never been on a social media site, but I would say the majority of you in some way have touched a social media site. It's a fantastic way now of getting to more people quickly. And just creating little buzzes and getting excitement going. And we did it a little bit with the James Collins signing, where there was a bit of anticipation. Did anyone see that stuff on Twitter, etc.? I'm sure it drove you mad a little bit because you kept refreshing Twitter. Well, that was there was a little bit of method behind that madness. And again, engaging with fans as much as possible. And communication. This goes on to communication a little bit. Responding to fans in a timely manner, and listening to fans. And this is important. That level of communication is very important. And it's understanding that everybody comes to football for a different reason. Don't ever think that the person sitting next to you has come to that football match for the same reason. It's really interesting to see, and don't ever think that what you think is the same as what that person thinks next to you. They might see something, and you see it all the time in conversations with your mates in the pub. You'll see, Saturday, Rico has a great game. Well, someone next to you might say, well, he was all right. But that's just a reality. That's football. That's what it's about. So it's about listening to all those opinions and trying to take all that information on, and then trying to make good decisions. Half-season tickets, and this is a positive. Now these are just, and I'm not taking any credit for this whatsoever in terms of the marketing and everything that went into this, but great response to the campaign, and you've got to give the commercial department credit for this campaign. 142 sold compared to 42 last year. That's a big jump, and very, very encouraging, very encouraging. And I'd say they're still available. It's a real opportunity to secure seats for the remainder of the season. Big games coming up. That's just a shameless plug. I apologise. Get to the website, encourage people. That's the progression. The progression is, fans coming into the turnstiles, on a match day, becoming maybe a half-season ticket holder, becoming a season ticket holder. That's the progression. The more season ticket holders, the better we are, stronger we are. So, commercial and hospitality, and how many of you how many of you are sponsors already? How many of you experienced hospitality in here already? Excellent. We as a club have to get back into the business community. I was a little surprised that there was not a great feeling in some areas of the business community about the club in certain aspects, and we are doing a lot of work to re-engage. We're going to be talking to people. We have been talking to people. We will talk to people more. We will be, and it's a lot of it is about working in partnership. That's the key to anything in my eyes now. In our what we feel, showing what we can do as a football club for your business. How often has the football club come to you and said, right, I want you to sponsor this, it's going to cost this? Well, you're still going to get that question now and again, but we're going to encourage the question that says, what can we as a football club do for your business? How do we increase your business and you do better? Because guess what? If you do better and you're mindful of spending money at the football club, then you'll spend more money at the football club. So that's the key for us, is helping businesses grow, etc., so that they'll be more engaged with us as a business.